So let's just talk about sums which are based on the standard form. Sums which are based on the standard form of the quadratic equation. So how we can form a quadratic equation? Let's just compare, or let's just sort a question. So first of all, we have John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. Both of them lost 5 marbles each, and the product of the number of the marbles they now have is 124. We have to represent this situation mathematically. So now we are actually taking a real life situation, and using a real life situation we are now forming a quadratic equation in the mathematical terms. So let's just see how we can form a quadratic equation using such a condition. So let us suppose we'll start with the number of marbles John has. So let the number of marbles John has is x, then the number of marbles Jivanti has will be 45 minus of x. Is 45 minus of x? How? Because we know that John and Jivanti together has 45 marbles. So if John has x marbles, then Jivanti will have 45 minus x marbles. Now let's just move on further. The question further says that if both of them lost 5 marbles, so if according to the question, if John lost 5 marbles, then the number of marbles left with him would be x minus 5, because he has a total of x marbles. So after losing 5, so he will have x minus 5 number of marbles that would be left out. Again, if Jivanti has lost 5 marbles, then the number of marbles left with her would be 45 minus of x minus of 5, because in total she has 45 minus of x marbles. After losing 5 marbles, she will have 40 minus of x marbles. 40 minus of x marbles. Now moving on further to the question, it says the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. So according to the question, it says the product of the left out marbles. The product of the left out marbles is nothing but is equal to 124. So we do know that the marbles that are left with John is actually x minus 5, and the number of marbles that are left with Jivanti is 40 minus of x. So it means x minus of 5 into 40 minus of x is nothing but 124. Let's just solve this equation. This would be x into 40 minus of x minus of 5, 40 minus of x, which is equal to 124. This would be 40x minus of x square minus of 200 minus plus 5x, which is equal to 124. So this would be 40x plus 5x, which is 45 of x minus of x square minus of 200. I am taking 124 toward this side. So this would be 45x minus x square minus of 324 is equal to 0. Let us suppose I am arranging all these terms as per the descending order of the degree of the variable x. So this would be minus x square plus 45x minus 324 is equal to 0. Let us suppose I am taking a negative common. So this is x square minus 45x plus 324 is equal to 0. Let's just take negative towards the other side. So x square minus 45x plus of 324 is equal to 0 is actually nothing but the representation representation in the mathematical terms of this particular situation which is actually given to us, and this is nothing but our answer for this particular question. So at the end we have actually formed a quadratic equation, that is x square minus 45x plus 324 is equal to 0. So I hope this solution for such a question is all clear to you.